I have to address this. People get confused. They think, I've got pictures of me. This is just so you can see that I was once young. Look at this. These are not pictures I took. This is nothing but something other people wanted us to see as time goes by. Look at that. That's the first time I ever grew my hair. Somebody took a picture of it. I'd just gotten back from Alaska, and that questioning look that I did the J.C. Penney look for the photo, it was real. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I just came off the boats. And you see this picture sitting back here. Oh no, somebody put it behind the screen. I was going to take it out. Excuse me while I whip this out. The thing is, if anybody sees this in the background and they see that poem, I wrote a poem. Placed in it. You see at the top, it writes, "To me, Mum." And at the bottom, it says, "Love, Archie." It's written in handwriting, but it's a type thing. It's not written to my mother. This was a thing. I figure it's time to talk about some Judas readings. It's not a thing that I wrote to her. It was a thing that Virginia de Araujo, I took a creative writing class once, and she would tell us stuff we were supposed to write. So I wrote something down, and I made a copy of it to make my mom happy, to make her understand that I might be somebody that is somebody. She's dead. I can give up on that now, right? Missed an opportunity. It's not like I'm going to say, they're watching from above. Who can know? I should have gotten it done ahead of time. But I wrote this poem, and I felt good about it. I wanted to share it with her. And that's a 23-year-old right there. I'm going to read it to you. It wasn't to my mom. Virginia de Araujo would just tell us to write about something, so I wrote about something. I made up a story. I'm good at that. I can imagine how you feel when you're alone and you wish you had something or something like that. I can imagine how you feel. So I write what you feel. I hope you don't mind. I'm stealing from you. This is something called I Thought of You. I thought of you. I was sitting alone today. I remembered talking in the grass. You touched me carelessly as you talked about happiness. I looked at you and watched as you talked about nonsense. I couldn't look away. I was trapped by feeling. I tried to focus upon which sense I loved most about you. I can't. I love your skin. I love your lips. I love your voice. I love your scent. I love your eyes. I love everything about you. And in the memory, as I loved you, I thought about how when we'd have our first son, we'd plant a tree. And how, as the spring leaves would open to the sun, so he would to the world. And when he'd become a man, he'd lean against that tree and smoke. And maybe he and I would talk. And if we didn't, I'd still love him. I'd hold you, and through the windows, we could both love him. And one day he would bring his own wife and children, and he and I would certainly talk. And there would be a tree house in his tree, the tree that we planted would continue to grow ever stronger. And so went my memory. So when you hear me say, I was thinking of you today, please don't think of me poorly. Because even then, I thought of you. So what was he thinking about? He was thinking about what he would have left to think of if he didn't have you. It's a Judas reading.